and Parliament. Chief Justice David Maraga and his deputy Philomena Mwilu are once again facing removal threats alongside other 6 members of the Judicial Service Commission through a parliamentary petition. And as our political affairs reporter Murimi Mwangi now tells us, the petition filed by one Adrian Kamotho Njenga has angered legal practitioners, with experts warning it could be part of the executive push to clip judicial independence.
Only hours after the landmark September 1st Supreme Court verdict nullifying President Uhuru Kenyatta's win in the August 8th polls, a rather enraged Kenyatta issued a warning.
Tukimaliza na uchaguzi, hawa watu tutadeal na wao.
At exactly 178 days later, Chief Justice David Maraga, his deputy Philomena Mwilu, and 6 other members of the Judicial Service Commission are facing a removal petition filed in Parliament late Monday afternoon by one Adrian Kamotho Njenga. Njenga, who claims to be a lawyer, accusing the 8 of alleged gross misconduct emanating from previous decisions of the JSC.
It's been a long time coming, and we can retrace this issue to the warning that Uhuru Kenyatta gave, that they will revisit.
This is a political process. In fact, if it is debated in Parliament in the in the confines of protection of Parliament and insulation against any defamatory statement, the character of those people serving in the JSC may itself be assassinated.
Njenga claims Maraga, Mwilu, and fellow commissioners Justice Mohamed Warsame, Agre Muchelule, Emilio Minde, Mercy Deche, and Professor Tom Ojienda callously dismissed multiple petitions against Maraga and Mwilu over their conduct prior to the September 1st nullification of Kenyatta's win. In the same petition, Njenga accuses the JSC commissioners of victimizing fellow judges, Professor Jack Ojwang of the Supreme Court, and his appellate court counterparts Paul Kihara, Erastus Githinji, Martha Koome, and Fatuma Sichale. Ojwang, together with Lady Justice Njoki Ndongo, were the only members of the September 1st Supreme Court bench who ruled in Kenyatta's favor. But Ojwang was previously facing a removal petition before the JSC over claims of conspiring to uphold Migori Governor Okoth Obado's 2013 election in exchange for construction of a tarmac road to Ojwang's Migori home. Kihara, who is President Kenyatta's Attorney General nominee, was together with Justices Githinji, Koome, and Sichale also facing a removal petition for sitting on a public holiday to hear a matter relating to the October 26th repeat presidential poll without authority from the Chief Justice. This petition now setting stage for a fresh friction between Parliament and the judiciary, as the commissioners could be summoned to Parliament to testify.
The removal may not be successful as such in the way it has been conjured, but the threat to the commissioners probably is enough instigation and intimidation so that then they comply with certain narrative in terms of policy.
I expect Parliament still to get seized of this petition, try to push what is being concocted in that petition, but I also expect either a member of the public or JSC itself or individual members of that commission to go to court.
Article 251 of the Constitution requires Parliament to consider the petition and, if satisfied that it meets grounds for removal, forward a report to the President. The President, in turn, appoints a tribunal to investigate the commissioners. The tribunal is subsequently mandated to investigate the matter expeditiously, report on the facts, and make a binding recommendation to the President, upon which the President has to act in 30 days. Now, with an already prevailing bad blood between State House and the Supreme Court, this petition sets the stage for what could be the most bitter friction yet between the judiciary and Parliament as President Kenyatta continues to steer his second term.